Welcome to Monster Monday. So, Jared, no, not the fucking subway pedophile. Or, yeah, pedophile, right? Yeah. Younger the better. I remember reading that and being like, wow, bro. Like, yikes. Anyway, what we do in the shadow. So, originally he had requested Martyrs, and I was like, dude, I did like a 2-hour breakdown of Martyrs on my podcast. I'll do it again on my channel if you guys really want. I know some people don't want to listen to the podcast, and especially since I'm not on it anymore, maybe people don't want to go back to it. They just whatever, I don't know. So Martyrs, maybe I'll do it for Jared anyways, because yeah, I don't have a ton to say about this movie, so that's why I'm thinking like maybe I should do Martyrs too. Now I saw this when it came out, which was like 2015, and I watched it with a group of people, and a lot of them like were really laughing and having a good time, and I found myself to be just kind of blah on it. Now people fucking love this movie. This reminds me of something like Shaun of the Dead. Now, what I mean by that is that, well, one, you're taking a popular subgenre and you're injecting comedy into it. And I feel like the humor is that similar-ish kind of humor that I personally don't find all that funny. So I'm watching this thing and I'm like, there's some funny moments for me. But for the most part, I just don't find this movie all that funny. Now, that's not to say that it isn't a funny movie. Clearly it is. So many people love the shit out of it and think it's just hilarious. And, you know, they love the FX show and everything. And that's awesome. That's awesome. I just, for some reason, this kind of humor just doesn't land for me. And so while I was watching this, I was like, oh, this is fine. This is fun. There's cool things about it for sure. I mean, this is Taika Waititi. Jesus Christ. I butchered that. I did get it right in the end, though. Who, of course, I know from directing Thor Ragnarok and Jojo Rabbit. But, they have the Flight of the Conchords and all this. And there are things in here that I found funny, as I said, but I can't say that it was a laugh a minute, like a lot of people claim it is. Which, I mean, I can't tell you what is and what isn't funny. Fucking, that's subjective as always. Now, this is found footage, which I thought was kind of cool, although you have to just kind of accept it, because there's some things in here that make it like, why? Why is this when this is this? But it's a silly horror comedy. So to question any of the logic within this, I mean, it's kind of stupid to do. But I'm still going to do it because it's fun. So, for instance, they have this character in here who's going around and telling everyone they're vampires. And they're like getting down on this guy. They're like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm sitting there like, you're literally having a fucking camera crew follow you around as you talk about everything there ever was to be a vampire, showing your face, showing where you live, and they're like, oh, well, this vampire hunter found them because of you and this and that. What's the point of the documentary if no one's going to see it? So you're literally letting a fucking human film crew into your house to film you, to show to people, and then you're mad at one guy because he's telling people that you're vampires. It makes no sense. 0 sense to be made there. But as I said, it's a silly film, so I'm not going to like knock it for that. I was just laughing like, is this for real? Like, they're mad at this guy right now for that? There you go. And I like that Tyga's character here, like, tries to get up in the morning and he only can get it like halfway up his body, not his dick. But that's the joke, of course, that, you know, as you age, you can't get it all the way up. And he's like embarrassed of it. He's looking at him like, ooh. I think his performance in this is the best part of the movie. I just really like him as a character in anything that I've seen him in. And he just brings a joy to every scene that he's in. Although, I have to say, it is funny. It's funny, but it's also super sad and kind of depressing. So it like really toes that line of like sad and funny. It's when Tyga's character here, sorry, I should have wrote down the names, but his character is going to kill this chick, and he's talking to her, and she's telling him all the plans that she has for the future. And he just gets this like really uncomfortable look on his face. And then he's just like, okay, and he like has to act quick before he like has to, you know, before he chickens out. I don't know if he was ever going to chicken out. Like, once people come in, that's it. But yeah, I mean, this is exactly why when the whole idea of a vampire comes to be in my head, and like, could you do it? Absolutely not. I would have no interest in it. Like, I'm going to take other people's lives to further my life? No. None. Zero interest in that. That sounds terrible. So if I have to kill people to live longer, no thank you. I'm not, that sounds just dreadful. And this is exactly why. I mean, you're sitting there and this chick's like spewing out like all these things she can't wait to do with her life. And then you're like, you're not going to do any of those things because I'm a piece of shit that needs to feed on you. Yeah, no. No, I couldn't do it. And the depression he has there, like, he still goes through with it and kills her. I wouldn't. I would be like, oh, all right, go. But then, of course, there is humor in it, of course, the irony of it and all of that. And then, like, he hits a main artery and the blood is spraying everywhere. He's like, oh, shit! He's like trying to catch it in his mouth as it's spraying out, and he tries to put the papers down to keep the blood all from getting up on the couch and all. That's funny, but it's also depressing and sad as fuck. So like it almost like evened itself out for me. Like, I would have laughed. I honestly did laugh when he said, "Oh shit!" Like how fast it was coming out and how much. That was kind of funny, but then I kind of went somber again because I was thinking of like, oh no, he's killing this woman that like wants this future and was so happy about life and trusted him with her life when he went to like kiss her on the neck as she saw it. So it's like a bittersweet. It's like a funny sad, which it just reinforces the lack of desire in me to be a vampire, which of course I'm never going to get to be, but regardless. Now you've got the Nosferatu homage here, the vampire that lives down in the basement. He looks almost identical to Max Schreck's Nosferatu, so cute little nod there to kind of the one of the original vampire images that we know in cinema. And not aging, but not being able to see your reflection. That would be tough. Not being able to see your reflection in general would be very, very disillusioning. Like, you would, like, eventually you just forget what you looked like, right? Like, if you never saw yourself, like, let's say you lived in a fucking an existence without mirrors and without reflection of any sort. You couldn't take pictures, you couldn't do any of that. How long before you forgot what you looked like? How many years before you were like, what do I look like again? You wouldn't forget your skin color because you can see your hands and your arms and this and that, and you can see maybe the tip of your nose. But that's about it. Wouldn't it be a trip? I mean, think about that. Think about never seeing yourself again. Now, people are, you don't age. And it's like, that does me no good. I can't see it. I don't know what the fuck I look like. That being said, So they can't see themselves in the mirror, and they do like the ghost cop, which was pretty funny. As I said, Tyga's character is really funny. But I feel like they contradict that in this, because they shouldn't show up on film. So this whole thing's a documentary, right? They're being filmed, and then they are even taking pictures of themselves on their camera phones as they're doing like selfies. So I guess the movie just tells you that the reflection through the lens in your camera and all that works, but the reflection in a mirror doesn't. I mean, you just have to take that from this, because clearly it's found fucking footage, and they're in the footage. So yeah, it wouldn't really work, obviously. The whole film wouldn't work if you couldn't see them. Imagine this entire film. They did a found footage style, and like all we heard was their voices. I'm not even going to apologize for the yawning anymore. You guys, anybody who watches the channel knows what time I make these fucking videos. And then it's really another thing that's kind of funny, kind of sad, is that this servant chick, was promised to get turned if she slaves away, and then she's like, it's been years, I keep getting older, like, the whole point of this is I want my immortality while I'm still at an age that I want to be at forever, because nobody wants to get bit when they're a fucking child, and nobody wants to get bit when they are 100 either. Like, you don't want to be 80 forever. Although, as I said, if you have vampire strength and this and that and agility and what I would assume feels like you're in good health unless you don't drink blood, you're never going to see yourself again. Although with the camera, I guess you will. So you definitely want to be young, at that perfect age. Like if I could have, if like, let's say I had the ability to stay a certain age forever, what age would that be? What age would it be for you guys? That's what I want to know. Have you hit that age yet? And if so, what is that age? I've definitely hit that age by now, I think. I'm 38 now. I'm fine with where I'm at now. Like, I could freeze this. Like, I'd be good with, they're like, all right, Jason, we're going to freeze you in your state right now. You're going to stay like this forever. I'd be good with that. I love I like the way I look now, and I like, all that stuff. I think, yeah, I'm good with this. Would I go back a little bit if I could? I really don't feel like I look any different, to be honest. Like, if I look back like 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, it's very, very tiny amount of change, honestly. I'm not just saying that. Like, a lot, like almost everyone who knows me remarks on that. They're like, and I think it's because I did the vegan shit and I never drank and I never smoke and all. I think that's why, and good genes, I guess. But I really don't look almost any different than I did 5 years ago. Like, I don't look any different at all. Like, look pictures of me 5 years ago, look exactly the same. 10 years ago is pretty damn similar too. But now, would I have like the physical, like joints and all that kind of shit? Then yeah, fuck. I mean, for sure. Let's go back like 10 years, so that my body isn't as beat up as it is. Like 28-year-old me, yeah, I'd take that. The physical body, not like my appearance physical body, the inside of my body. But anyway, yeah, because realistically, I think I'm in the best shape. I'm pretty close to the best shape I've ever been in my life. So it's not physical outside, it's physical inside. Like, fuck, my ankle and all this. I'm getting older. It sucks. I'm not old by any means, but you do. I mean, even in your 30s, you start to feel age. You're like, fuck, man. You're trying to get up in the morning, trying to do this. You get a little more tired at work, and when you work harder. And it's like when I was 20, it was like nothing. And then when you're 30, you're like, oh, this is kind of something. Now I'm getting closer to 40. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm exhausted. And then with the kids, I think the kids are a big part of it as well. Anyway, but I guess all these questions. Vampires always pose these really interesting questions to me, because you never age past when you're bitten, and it just and then you have to feed off people to live. So anytime I watch anything vampire, my brain starts like really clicking, like just like I wonder, and like, what if you're bit when you're like 10 or 12 years old, and then like as a female or even as a male, but more as a female, like, and then you age like 100 fucking years, and you're like, you know, you're like, hey, I want a boyfriend, I want to fucking date, I want to get laid. I'm an adult, like mentally, I'm a fucking adult, and you're just like, you know, you can't get any guy to fuck you unless he's like a total pedophile, and you're like, I don't want to fuck a pedophile, you know. But at the same time, it's like, how do you not fuck a pedophile? You look fucking 12. So, you know, like, what is all of that? That's too deep of a discussion to get into. I was about to go into like what makes you this and what makes you that and all. But these kinds of movies, anytime I watch a vampire movie, this is kind of shit. Especially Interview with the Vampire, which is what originally sparked that idea in my head of like Kirsten Dunst's little character. She looks like 12 in the movie. I think she is like 12 in the movie. And I was sitting there and I was like, she's like a couple hundred years old or whatever. I'm like, and then you got the Twilight movies where Edward Cullen's fucking character is like 100 and something years old and he's banging like a 16, 17 year old. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Even though he's physically that age, mentally he's not that age. So like, is it the physical body that matters or is it the mental state? You know? Anyway. And the victim's not addressing the camera crew that's filming it takes you out of the film just a little bit, as me. But as I said, it's a comedy, so it doesn't really matter. But like, these victims are running around the house and there's a camera crew following them around the house, and they don't even acknowledge that this camera crew is following them around as they're running for their life. No, that makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense, you know. But whatever. I will say this, like, even though this is mostly comedy, there are a couple horror moments, and I think that the creepiest horror moment is when the dude, like one of the vampires, is like comes out of the bag and they throw the bag on the ground. He's like trying to crawl out of the bag, so like his body's like half in the bag and like some of his body's out of the bag, and it just looks, you know, looks wrong. You know, it's obviously distorting time and space. It's like, that's not possible what I'm seeing. And it's just very effective, very creepy. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's cool. That's scary as fuck. So I thought that was pretty cool. The bat fight, like when they yell out bat fight and they're like going at it and coming, like that kind of stuff is very, it's okay. Much like Shaun of the Dead, I shouldn't say I don't find it funny, but almost none of it is like funny haha to me. It's more like, oh, that's cute. Like, that's basically what I say to almost every joke in this movie. I'm like, oh, that's clever, that's cute, but I don't actually laugh. So like, I'm not enjoying it the way that I would like to be enjoying a comedy. Like, when I watch a comedy, I want to actually fucking laugh. I don't want to be like, You ever hung out with that person that's like, that's hilarious, and then they're just like stoned faced, and you're like, it's so fucking hilarious, and why aren't you laughing? You know? Or like, you know, the people who type LOL and you know they're just sitting there with like some blank expression across their face. They're like, LOL exclamation point 16 times because this is so fucking funny. It's actually creating hysteria in me. I can't stop laughing. And then you get like, you know, FaceTime them right in that moment, and they're just like sitting there like dead inside, like, kill me now. So that's like how I feel during these movies, is just like, that's cute, like LOL. Like, I would text this movie LOL. Actually, I would never do that. I fucking can't stand LOL. I type ha ha every single time. No LOL. If you ever get an LOL from me, and I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not like doing that as a joke, it's not me. There's a good way to tell if you're communicating with me. LOL, it ain't me. Yeah, it's plain and simple. I don't know why I'm so against LOL. I don't know why I am. I hate it though. I fucking hate it. That's such a weird pet peeve. Like I don't really have a good reason for it. I just find it stupid. For what reason? I have no idea. Why do we agree? Why do we have these biases? I don't know. I couldn't tell you why, but I fucking hate LOL. Anytime anybody sends it to me, I'm like, ugh. It just irks me every time I say it. I'm like, Like the person legitimately becomes just a little less cool to me. Like when they send an LOL. But if like every single time they send a haha, I'm like, this person's cool. This person's alright. Anybody else like that? Does anybody else have fucking LOL and prefer haha and never ever do it themselves? Am I alone on this? I don't know. Probably. It's a weird one. It's not like I'm sitting there like, what a piece of shit. Fuck this person. I'm blocking them, deleting them from my life. Nothing like that. I'm not looking down on them. I just, for some reason, it's just like you lose like half a cool point. How many points if it makes you cool? I have no idea. I make this shit up as I go along. Oh, that's another really kind of sad, funny moment is when he calls up this guy and the guy's like, Master, oh my God, I did nothing with my life. I've been waiting for you to change me, please. And he just hangs up on him like, ugh, I don't want to talk to him. That's so fucked up. It's so mean. But, you know, it is kind of funny, but it's so mean. Peter, that's the Nosferatu's name. Just remembered. And the shame moment's pretty funny. Like, it's silly. It's another one of those ones where I was like, that's cute. Like, oh, you gotta do, like, the walk of shame, like fucking Game of Thrones, right? And they're just like, shame, shame, shame. Like, nothing. And then they bring a human to the unholy masquerade with the beast, and the beast ends up being the dude's ex-girlfriend, and he just hates her because they broke up and this and that. That kind of stuff is it's funny. It's you know, I'm like, And then you got the swear wolves, not, you know, the werewolves, not swear wolves. They kind of beat that joke to death a little bit. They say it maybe 3-4 times. Maybe they only say it twice, but I don't know why I felt like they said it a bunch. And I was just like, okay, like it was a clever play on words the first time. Now it's like, we don't need to see it again. We don't need to say it again. And then, yeah, like the camera crew gets torn up and all that, and it ends kind of down like that. But overall, yeah, I would still check out the FX show. I'd be curious on it. You guys think that I would find that the same as this? Does it kind of got the same similar tone, same kind of humor? Like, would I kind of just be sitting there like, okay, yeah, that was cute, that was clever? I don't know. Let me know. So there you go, Monster Monday. Jared, thank you so much for all those Subway sandwiches. And yeah, he said that him and his friends watch this. So it's always interesting to me to hear people tell me that, like, them and their buddies like check this out, watch it together, stuff like that. I don't know if they watch it together. I don't know if they're like jerking each other off right now while they watch this. I mean, hopefully they are, and that's why I'll put my arms up and flex a little bit here and there. Hopefully everyone's having a good time. But yeah, it's just always odd to me, like doing the YouTube shit, and then like, you know, you think like you look at all these views and everything, and it's like, I don't know who any of these people are. Like, I'm on their phones and on their TVs and in their house and all this. It's just odd. It's an odd thought. It's a cool one, but it's still odd at the same time. You guys get what I'm throwing down? Do you get what I'm throwing down? The notes to this fucking movie that have grease all over them? All right, Jared, thank you so much. Adios.